Hello, I'm Sharon Madsen, the Communications Coordinator for the City of Cottage Grove. Joining me today for Council Update is Mayor Myron Bailey. Today our topic is BNSF's proposed automotive transfer facility. Welcome, Mayor.
Thank you, glad to be here.
At the November 16th meeting, City Council authorized sending a letter to BNSF Railway regarding the proposed facility. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, and just to share, we obviously use the BNSF. It's Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad. And for those that might be familiar or maybe not, St. Paul Park has some land that's it borders Cottage Grove.
Right.
And it's along the railroad, the Southern Railroad. We have two lines that come through Cottage Grove. And our goal, their goal was to put housing down there. Unfortunately, I would say the landowner sold to the railroad about 100 acres. And I guess I'd say unfortunately, we, and even St. Paul Park for that matter, doesn't have much say in it as it relates to the railroad. It kind of has their own set of rules, unfortunately. And so what we are doing is we're being asked, in some sense, to understand what impacts this would have on the local area, not just St. Paul Park, but also Cottage Grove. And
our community.
Yeah, and so we've been, and we are encouraging Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad to work with us, the city of St. Paul Park, Gray Cloud, Newport, and frankly the county, because there is going to be some major traffic concerns.
Yes. And what are those concerns? Yeah,
so right now they're looking at, I believe, 60 to 120, I believe, is the number of trucks that would be going through. And this would be like an auto transfer facility, somewhat similar to what you see in Cottage Grove, but on a much bigger scale. And we have a concern of where those trucks are going to go.
Correct.
And we have a concern not even just obviously for St. Paul Park, bringing it down their residential streets, but they're looking at ways to get Cottage Grove possibly to get truck traffic to come through our community. And one of the possible roadway locations that they were talking about was 95th Street.
And that is partially what this letter is addressing.
That is what this letter is addressing. The letter addresses kind of a couple key points. One is we are not, as a city, we are not interested in putting truck traffic through residential neighborhoods.
Right.
At one point, and we're talking about the Nesvig property, by the way, in St. Paul Park. At one point, we said, okay, we'll work with St. Paul Park and build a bridge that will go over their railroad tracks down to this development to bring residential into residential and then eventually out to the business districts. Now that this is different, our plans and decisions have changed, and we are not, as I'm sure all those homeowners out there would be very happy to know, we are looking out for them. We are not interested in running multitudes of trucks down residential neighborhoods. Right. And so that's one of the pieces that we're talking about, is working with them on finding a different way, not even just through Cottage Grove per se, possibly a different direction, which will cost some money, but for them. And then two is an environmental impact statement, because there is noise. There's going to be lighting,
light pollution,
all the different things that we've asked that they need to do an environmental impact review of that area, because we do expect it's going to affect the people living in that area. Correct. And future redevelopment and development that's going to happen for us down at Great Cloud Island.
And also some air quality concerns that we want them to address in the environmental assessment.
Absolutely. And so this letter is just to say where we stand, I guess, as a community.
Yes.
And also let St. Paul Park, Newport, and Gray Cloud understand, we're willing to work with them, and we understand that St. Paul Park and Gray Cloud is not very happy about how this is progressing, but I'm hoping that we can all work together and figure something out, and I'm sure we can. I just want to make sure that that work plan does not involve putting trucks through residential neighborhoods in Cottage Grove.
For more information about the proposed BNSF Railway Automotive Transfer Facility, you can contact the City Administrator, Charlene Stevens. Thank you, Mayor Bailey.
You're welcome.